I'm performing the first checkout of the power and control boards on the new curtain and shutter control system on the 82-inch telescope. The power board uses reversing contactors for the lower curtain, upper curtain, and shutter. Each contactor has two sets of coils that operate mechanically interlocked switches that connect three-phase power to the motor, which is reversed by transposing two of the three phases. The scramble of wires is the result of electrically interlocking the coils, using the auxiliary normally closed switch on each coil so that when one coil is energized, the other coil's connection to the power supply is cut. To reduce arcing and sparking of the control contacts from the inductive release of the coil, each one is protected with a reverse biased diode that makes the coil dissipate the current induced in the opposite direction when the power is released. The appliance attached to the reversing contactor is a thermal overload protector that also cuts power if there's a phase missing. I use two 24-volt power supplies, one for the DC coils and one for the PLCs on the control board. The function of the control board is to switch coil power using these Ethernet-controlled PLC relays. The limit switches also connect here, and there's provision for two sets of manually controlled override switches. One set will be mounted on the door of the control board, and the other on a dedicated panel just up the stairs in the bridge. I'm checking out one channel at a time. Now on shutter, S1, S2, and S3 are connected between the control and power boards. I've hot-wired the limit switches. I'll simulate the Ethernet relay or manual control switches by hot-wiring the contacts. When I connect shutter open, the contactor closes. When I connect shutter close, the other contactor, which reverses the phases, closes. If I try to actuate shutter close and shutter open at the same time, the electrical interlocking prevents its coil from energizing. The next step is the dirty work of getting these boards and their enclosures mounted under the bridge, wiring in the limit switches, and making the power wire connections. The only power I need is willpower. I will have to wait until I return from Spain and France, but if I don't return, you'll all have the information needed to make it work. Good luck.